AFTV happy today?
Good first half, very bad second half. But most important thing is the 3 points. The thing is that this season we've done 4 wins and each of them have been by 1 goal. This team cannot finish off teams, Robbie. You've seen we haven't dominated. Tell me one game this season that you'd say we've dominated. We haven't dominated.
We haven't dominated no games in the Premier League. We dominated games in the Europa League, other games.
Don't forget the Europa League. I'm talking about the Premier League. There's 8 Premier League games. We haven't dominated a single one. I think this is due to his negative tactics. For example, Man U. This is the worst Man U team in 30 years. We went there with 3 defensive midfielders. With that, we're never going to dominate a game. Correct? Today we went 1-0 up and we just dropped back. Second half we dropped back. It's like we were too cautious. Why are we too cautious? We're not playing like Liverpool or someone. We're playing, no disrespect, we're playing Bournemouth. We should be getting at
his style of play. You know his style of play.
Yeah, but this style of play will come back and catch up to us, you know? Because if we play like this every week, eventually teams will come to us and they will score that equaliser. Because you saw against Burnley, we edged them 2-1. Newcastle, we edged them 1-0. Villa, we just got over the line that game. So it was going to catch up with us.
We're lacking creativity. I know you've never been a big fan of Mesut Ozil, right? You've never ever been a big fan of Mesut Ozil, but without him, we're not creating much, are we?
What was he creating before?
More than what we see now.
Was he? What, 5 years ago? He hasn't created anything for 3 years. He was a good creative player until October 2016.
The manager's job then maybe to try and get that back out of him.
It's done, Robbie. He hasn't created anything for 3 years. You can bring him in and it'll be exactly the same. In fact, for me, it would be worse because that means we're playing with 10 men if he comes in the side, because at least these guys are runners. Look at Guendouzi. He runs. Ceballos runs. Saka, I'm so impressed with Saka. That guy, first of all, he runs at players. He can take on players. And whenever he loses the ball, have you seen how he runs back? Ozil, when he loses the ball, he just stands there. Yeah? So, Robbie, if Ozil was in this team, we would be playing 11 versus 10 every single week.
So you support the decision not to have him?
Of course, Robbie. I've been saying this since... Robbie, wasn't I the first one out of everyone to come on here and say this guy is not good enough? February 2017, when we lost against Chelsea, I said that, and everyone was like, what's this guy on about?
He's not agreeing at all.
I was saying this for 3 years, Robbie.
Come here.
I'll break it down, yeah?
3 years.
Break it down for him.
The anatomy of the number 10 position, is to create. Just because you don't see what's being created doesn't mean he's not doing his job. I appreciate what you're saying about Ozil. His work rate does lack, but in our system, he doesn't suit our system. But to pay him 350k and not have him on the bench, when what were you creating against Bournemouth?
You have to get rid of him. But no one wants him. That's why he's not in the squad. No one wants him.
Emery doesn't want him. Arsenal used to be known as flat track bullies. What did we do to Villa? We had to come back. Bournemouth, we should be bullying this team. We're not even flat track bullies anymore. What are we?
But Ozil would not change anything. He might make one pass in the whole 90 minutes. And that's it. Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I play football. I play the number 10 role, yeah? I know if the runners are... He's got Aubameyang. What was Aubameyang getting today?
You get back if you lose the ball.
I personally do that.
Why can't Ozil then?
That is my criticism.
Robbie, look, let's look at who's top of the league. Liverpool, all right? Do all their players track back? Do all their players work as a unit together? Exactly. Man City, who's their number 10? De Bruyne, just say. He tracks back. Every number 10 in the league now tracks back because that's how the game is nowadays. You've got to track back. Everyone has got to track back. You can't have passengers, yeah? Ozil, Robbie, for 3 years, Robbie, has he been good for Arsenal the last 3 years? Tell me. No, I'm asking you.
I'm staying out of it.
Yeah,
neutral.
We know your answer. I'm
staying out. You don't know my answer. You don't know my answer. I'm staying out of it.
Yeah, he's been good enough.
I agree with your point that the modern game, number 10 has changed. Exactly, it has. Yeah. You have to press. You have to put the work rate. But not to have Ozil even on the bench, that's criminal. That's absolutely criminal.
On the Carling Cup, he can be on the bench, but not in the league. You know what? But the problem is the club need to do now, because the thing is that no one else is going to buy him, right? Because of his wages. So we're stuck because you can't really. Okay, you have to blame the old regime for giving him 350k a week, but we're stuck because no one's going to buy him. So it's either leave him on the reserves or, you know what I mean, or just... We
blame the old regime for giving him the 350k, but what happened? It was us. Arsenal fans were getting restless. We either let Alexis go or we let Ozil go. We couldn't let both of them go, and they succumbed to the pressure. To all us Arsenal fans going, oh, we can't sell our 2 best players, so we're getting 350k. Let's make the most of him. At least have him on the bench.